Alrighty, everybody. Hello, hello. And welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you are ready for some good streaming fun today. Today's going to be a good variety of stuff. I don't know why my air conditioner is just turning on now when it's 78 degrees. I have it set for 74. Anyway. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I hope you're all in a good mood. I hope you're all doing well. And, I'm looking forward to a fun session. Hope that you guys are as well. Let's talk about that session so you guys know exactly what we're doing today. Alright, today is a continuation of Ghost of Tsushima. Now, I've been playing this game for a good 3 weeks. In fact, it was, I believe, 3 weeks ago on a Friday that it came out. And you may be saying, holy shit, this is a long-ass game. To which I respond, yeah, it is. It's a pretty long game. And that's a good thing, because the game is one of the best games I've played in recent memory. Certainly, in a year where many of the things that we have done have been quite disappointing. In particular, some really giant AAA-sized releases that we hoped were going to be good, and were led to believe were going to be good, ended up being humongous stinkers. But Ghost of Tsushima has delivered, okay? Every session that I play this game, I tell you guys I have a ton of fun, and that's the truth. You know, every piece of side content feels meaningful and fun, and I have a ton of fun exploring everything, finding all the optional shrines, following the foxes, the birds, doing the side missions and content, taking over all the forts and strongholds, and liberating people, finding optional armor sets, doing legendary quests for special abilities. It's all been super fun. Okay? However, all good things must come to an end, as they say. And it appears that we are, indeed, coming to the end of the playthrough. In fact, with what's left in the game, from everything that we can see here, there's basically two major things for us to do that are left. The first would be to wrap up all the remaining side content. Now, I've done most of the major side content in the game. I know that. There may be like 1 or 2 shrines left I didn't find. Maybe 1 or 2 strongholds I haven't liberated. And there's the major questing for your I don't want to call them really sidekicks, but basically your companion characters. Lady Masako, Ishikawa, Norio. Okay? They each have their own unique plot lines that you've been doing throughout the course of the game. And they have to come to a resolution. You can't just leave them unfinished. That would be very disrespectful to these characters who have been with you for along the whole way, to just leave their plot lines unresolved. So, today, that is actually going to be my major focus. Okay? My major focus today is to try to finish up as much of that side content as humanly possible, to prepare for the big grand finale. So I don't know how much is left. I do know that there's at least 1 to 2 quests each for Lady Masako, Ichikawa, and Norio, and typically those take around 15 minutes each, we'll say. So, you know, maybe have a couple hours of finishing up their stuff. I'm also aware that there's a liberation mission in the middle of the map. The map had just opened up for me again. If you remember when we hit Act 3 a couple streams ago, I was stuck in the northern area of the map. Well, that has now opened up for me, and I can now go back to the previous areas. And apparently there's 1 camp in the second area of the map I never liberated, and therefore I never was able to do 100% in that region. So we're going to try to do that today. And then, whatever's left, you know, we'll see as we go around doing these missions what other areas of the map and things will unlock. And that's the focus for today. Today, I want to try to finish up all of the significant side content in Ghost of Tsushima. Alright? Now, if we just so happen to get further than that, that's great. Then we'll start other major story missions and try to finish the game. But I feel today probably is going to be the final day where we just kind of soak in the open world, have fun with the mission structures, and enjoy ourselves before we prepare for the grand finale. Okay? So that's the point here of today's stream. Now, the next time that I play Ghost of Tsushima is going to be Sunday. And what I'm predicting is that on Sunday, we're going to focus in on finishing the game by doing all of the meaningful story content that's left. You know, I'm not sure how many story-based missions, major story missions, are going to be left or not. But I'm assuming that a full-on 3 to 4 hour gameplay stream on Sunday would be more than enough to wrap up any remaining story. You know, of course, it's an assumption. Admittedly, it's an assumption. And you know what happens sometimes when you assume? And obviously I don't want that to be the situation. So I'm not saying I'm not saying that Sunday's stream is necessarily the absolute last time we're playing the game. I'm just saying it's likely that we were going to finish it on Sunday. If we do end up needing another session after Sunday, I'm okay with playing the game again next week to wrap it up. But I'm thinking we're probably going to finish it on Sunday. Okay, guys? So, that being said, if we have time on Sunday, I will review it. All right? People have said, Phil, are you going to start doing reviews again? And I'm not against it. You know, I'm not against doing game reviews, but it's all about time. It's all about having enough time to do it. And we'll see what happens on Sunday. If let's say there's 4 or 5 major story missions and they take like 2-3 hours to beat, and we end up with extra time at the end of the day, then absolutely. Why wouldn't I, right? Why wouldn't I review the game if I have time? But I don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't want to commit to saying I'm definitely reviewing the game, and the next thing you know, we finish the game at the absolute last minute on Sunday, and now I can't review it, and people are upset, right? I don't want that to happen. I like to under-promise and over-deliver, I think is the proper way to say it, okay? I don't want to promise you the world and then not be able to live up to expectations. So, what I am promising you is that we are going to finish this game in the next week, maybe Sunday, and if we do, great. Now, if there's time for something extra, like reviewing the game, great, we'll do that, but I'm not promising that, okay? Fair enough? Does that sound fair enough, or is that completely unreasonable? Hopefully that sounds good to you. Hopefully that sounds fair. Now, in the meantime, what else are we doing? Well, tonight, it is Friday. And on Friday nights, we have a lot of fun, because on Friday nights, it's time for my weekly Throwback Street Fighter session, as you guys know. And this session is usually super fun, because I get to play old school Street Fighter, which I absolutely enjoy and love. And, the problem, of course, is that the collection that I play isn't the best collection and has a lot of issues with lag and whatever, and connections. So, hopefully tonight, we get good connections and we have a good time. I'll do my best. Let's put it that way. I'll do my best to try to make it an entertaining and fun stream for everyone, even if the connections aren't so good. But we do it every week. It's become a weekly staple for the past, 6 to 8 months that I've done it this year. People really love it, so we're going to keep up with that, all right? So that's tonight. My nose is itching me. And then, tomorrow, we go back to Nier Automata. Now, for those who've been following along the Nier Automata playthrough, you may be wondering, what's going on with it. Well, I'm doing a full-on 100% completion run, meaning I'm doing everything in the game. All right? Everything. Every single side, as they say. I guess they call it sides or whatever, or stories. I'm not exactly sure what they call it now that I'm thinking about it. We're doing it all. Okay? So, I will be doing that as of tomorrow. We'll be continuing on with that. And we are going to finish up the side A or story A run. And then we're going to be doing the beginning of B. I don't know how far into the B run we'll get. I also don't know what that entails, because when I played this game years ago, I didn't get too far in it. Let's be honest. I only did the side A run. That was it. And after the side A run, I just stopped playing it, because I was like, I don't have time to do another second or third run in the game. I wanted to go move on and do other stuff. Okay? So, I'm doing a completionist run now, doing all the different runs. So, we're going to finish up A, head on to B, see how far we get into it. I definitely suspect it's going to take quite a while to beat this game, doing all the different runs. So, we'll see how time permits here as we play through the game. But that's tomorrow's main stream. Then tomorrow night is the return of Paper Mario and Origami King. A playthrough that I'm very much enjoying so far, and I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough as well. Haven't played it now for a few days, so it'll be good to get back into that tomorrow night, excuse me. And then we're going to return back to Ghost of Tsushima on Sunday, as I've already explained. Okay? And then Sunday night will be more of my Fire Emblem playthrough. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Okay? And then Monday, probably more Nier Automata, followed by more Paper Mario. And that's basically the streaming week. Now, next week is up in the air because it really depends on what happens with Ghost of Tsushima. If we finish Ghost of Tsushima, great. Then that means next week we can focus in on all new stuff. But I don't necessarily know 100% if I'm going to finish it up or not. Okay? So depending on what happens next week, that'll help determine what else we end up doing. Or excuse me, depending on what happens on Sunday with Ghost of Tsushima will help us determine what happens next week with the schedule. But my goal for next week is as follows. Finish up Ghost of Tsushima if it's not finished. Okay? Continue with Nier Automata. Also, take one of the night games that I'm playing, whether it's Super Mario and the Origami King, Paper Mario and the Origami King, or if it's Fire Emblem, and do that as a main gameplay stream one day, okay? Why do I want to do that? Because you guys have given me overwhelmingly positive feedback in regards to my playing of Fall Guys. You guys have told me you absolutely love my gameplay of Fall Guys and you want me to keep playing the game. Great. I will directly listen to your feedback and give you what you want. But that means I have to change my schedule up, and this week was already booked. So what I'm going to do is try to do one of the night stream games, which I usually play twice a week, as a main gameplay stream. So that way we don't lose out on the gameplay of that game. But what I'll try to do is 1 to 2 night streams of Fall Guys next week. Okay? So likely, what's going to happen on Wednesday is it's going to be either Ghost of Tsushima or Nier Automata paired with Fall Guys, and that's going to be the Wednesday stream. Okay? Thursday is probably going to be one of those games as a main stream. I'm not sure, which it's going to be. We'll see. But, we'll go from there. Okay? And then the week will be a balance between, Nier Automata, that one main day of either Paper Mario or Fire Emblem, and then I am debating strongly whether or not I should start up a playthrough of Batman Arkham City, or if I should hold off and I should play some new games. Now, allow me to explain what new games are coming out this month. Okay, first of all, there's a Samurai Jack video game coming out. Now, I never really watched the show. I saw a few episodes back in the day, and I actually liked the show when I watched it, but I never really had opportunity to watch much of the show. So I don't honestly know much about the plot or the characters. So me playing this Samurai Jack game would be kind of like cold turkey playing something you know nothing about, and I don't know if I would really enjoy it as much as people who are fans of the series and would be able to explain the lore and the characters and all of that. Okay? So, it's possible that I could play the Samurai Jack game. There's also a Battletoads game coming out. Alright? This game is a new Battletoads game. Yes, in the same vein as the old school ones, they made a new one with kind of cartoony artwork, and that's coming out. There's also a DLC for Control, and unlike the other 2 DLCs for Control that I completely skipped, this one might be interesting. Why? Because it's an Alan Wake DLC. Apparently Alan Wake is in it, is a character in it, and it's the main plot of it is Alan Wake. So it's the crossover DLC between Control and Alan Wake that everyone's been waiting for ever since there were Alan Wake references directly in Control when we played it last year. Okay? So those are 3 different possibilities of things that I can do next week. But, and I mean it, but, will anyone care? Do you guys want to see me play that stuff? I don't know. I need your feedback. So I guess the question is, would you prefer to see me play those 3 things, or any of those 3 things, or would you like me to see me do a playthrough of Batman Arkham City Remaster? Because I have not played a Batman game in over 5 years. The Arkham trilogy is probably the best Batman games ever made, and Arkham City is the best of all of those. It came in 3rd place in the Viewer's Choice poll. So you guys have wanted to see me play this for a while, and if I started it up, probably this would be a good opportunity to play that game balanced with Nier Automata as the main stream throughout the rest of the end of the month. Okay? So, I am debating it, but I don't know. Should it be Batman, or should it be a variety of those new games okay? I can only do one. I have to emphasize this, all right? I can only do one. I can't do both. There will not be time to handle those new games and Batman. So it's one or the other, and it's really up to you guys. What I would say is, since we have a little bit of extra time before these games come out, some of these come out Friday next week, do a little bit of research maybe, see if maybe, like, is that Samurai Jack game something you guys would like? Would you be interested in it? We all know what Battletoads is. I don't think we're going to be shocked if Battletoads doesn't play like something different. You know, it's going to be like an old school Battletoads beat 'em up game. We all know what Control is. We saw my playthrough last year, right? I played it. I know what it is. Even though it might have Alan Wake elements or Alan Wake is going to be in it, I guarantee you it's going to play similar to Control or Alan Wake. So we know what that is. I think really the X factor here would be this Samurai Jack game. You know, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something that we're going to enjoy. So, being that I have no knowledge of Samurai Jack, I don't know if this will be a playthrough that would be enjoyable. You know, I just don't know. It might be something that's stupid because I don't know what's going on and I'm just, you know, goes right over my head. So I don't know if I should do it. Okay, so we got about a week. Let's take this week. I'll look into it. You guys look into it. Let me know over the course of this next week. Do you want to see those games, or should I do Batman Arkham City remaster? Okay. And that'll determine the schedule for the rest of the month. Now, there will be one more new release that I'm definitely doing. There's a game called, I think it's called Tell Me Why. And it's a new game from the makers of Life is Strange. That's right, don't nod. It is an episodic game a la Life is Strange. 3 episodes. And they come out right away. There's one in the last week of August. And then 2 first weeks of September each, there's an episode. So this game will be done within 3 weeks. Okay? So, I'm interested in it. I hope it's good. Life is Strange was great. Life is Strange 2 sucked. You know, so it's kind of like 50-50. Will this game be any good? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. So that I'm definitely going to be doing. Okay? So that's August, you know. So of course I'm also going to be continuing on with Paper Mario and Fire Emblem on the night streams. Now, this week also coming up, like I said, since I'm going to either be doing Paper Mario or Fire Emblem as a daytime stream on Thursday, that's going to open up a couple nighttime streams for extra Fall Guys gameplay. And so I am going to be doing Fall Guys on Wednesday night, and then I'll probably be doing it again later on in the week, probably over the weekend, maybe like Saturday or Sunday night. So there will be multiple Fall Guys streams. Now, in addition to that, guys, 1 week from Saturday, as long as we stay on pace to do this, meaning the vest streak continues and the tips goal keeps getting hit, as it has done the last 236 streams, excuse me, then that means the next vest celebration will be a week from Saturday. 250 vest celebration. And this vest celebration will feature some Q&A with the stream chat. All right, a live DSP tries it, and we have to still keep talking about what you guys want to see for the live DSP tries it, because I'm on the fence as to what I should do for it. A new reveal. There will be a new revealing during the stream. And you guys seem to have come to the conclusion you definitely want to see me do some Fall Guys during that stream. Okay? So I'm listening to your feedback. You guys are saying, enough with the festival celebrations of just talking. Do some gameplay. And you guys are saying, do Fall Guys? All right. So basically, you're going to see a lot of Fall Guys next week. There's going to be Wednesday night, some Fall Guys during Saturday's festival celebration, and then another night is going to be Fall Guys, okay? So a lot of Fall Guys coming up. All right, for those who like the game, you are going to be satisfied next week, I feel. In fact, to the point where maybe you'll think there's too much Fall Guys and you'll tell me to stop playing it. I don't know. By the way, for those who don't know, Fall Guys got an update. Fall Guys was patched. I don't know exactly what they fixed, but they did add a new stage. You remember that stage that everyone says sucks? It's the jumping challenge where it's just 2 bars rotating around. You have to jump over them until enough people are eliminated. So it's a variation of that stage, but now it's harder and the ground like falls out from under you after a certain amount of time. So they made it way harder. I think what people are saying is it's actually a new final stage. So that's interesting. Next time I play Fall Guys, I may see that. Okay? So, let's recap. Today, Ghost of Tsushima and Old School Street Fighter fun. Tomorrow, Nier Automata and Paper Mario. Sunday, the probable conclusion of Ghost of Tsushima and the possible review, if I have time, and more Fire Emblem Three Houses. And then on Monday, continuing on with the Side B run in Nier Automata and more Paper Mario. I'm off on Tuesday. I return on Wednesday with Nier Automata and Fall Guys. And then that Thursday will be either Paper Mario or Fire Emblem, depending on what you guys want, as the mainstream. And that night, I'll probably be playing whatever game I didn't play as the mainstream, whether it's Fire Emblem or Paper Mario, okay? That Friday will be Nier Automata and Throwback Street Fighter. Saturday is the Festival celebration, as long as we keep the Vest Street going, and with some Fall Guys during that session. And then that night, probably whatever the mainstream was on Thursday will end up being a night stream, okay? And then probably Sunday will be more Nier Automata and Fall Guys. And then Monday will be the basically starting up whatever we decide on what we want to see coming up. So what will that be? I don't know. Will it be Batman Arkham Knight or Arkham City remake? Will it be a new game like Samurai Jack? I don't know what it's going to be. We're going to talk about it. We're going to think about it. And we're going to decide by then. Fair enough? Okay. That's the rough schedule for the next week to 2 weeks. Hope that sounds good. I know there's a lot of what ifs and maybes in there. And that's because, we have to see what happens. Once Ghost of Tsushima is completed, then we can more solidify our schedule and see what's really going to happen. Okay? All right. Good stuff. Reminder. We have a sub goal this month. 825 subscriptions. We have been hovering around 800 for the past week. Like every day, it seems like we go above, then below, then above, then below 800 subs. We're very close to hitting the sub goal for the month. And we're about to be halfway through the month. What does this mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that we're very close to having a fun gaming marathon. Okay? I hope you guys will join me in our effort to try to hit this. If we hit 825 concurrent subs during the month of August, all right, the gaming marathon is going to be either an indie games marathon, a rage-inducing marathon, or a retro Mario marathon featuring Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2. How will it be determined? You guys will vote. You guys will be voting in a poll to determine the type of marathon, and then you'll be nominating games for whatever type of marathon you voted for. Okay? So, that's the deal. But we need to hit 825 concurrent subs. We have danced around the number for a week, and we have not hit it yet. Alright? So, please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not. Alright? You get many benefits to being a sub of the channel, including over 40 emotes you get to access. Pretty cool. You also get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. You do not have to watch advertisements when I take ad breaks. Many benefits. Also, consider just if you want to help out other chatters. Maybe you're friendly with some people in the chat. You want to help out. Consider, gifting a subscription to someone who you like. Okay? That helps as well. And that obviously helps us get towards the sub count numbers. Fair enough? So thank you in advance to anyone who considers contributing today during today's live stream. I appreciate that. Please know that contributions are not mandatory on my streams, nor are they expected, but they are greatly appreciated, and your contributions aid and allow me to continue to do what I do here. Hopefully, later this year, I'm going to be able to afford the new consoles. Hopefully, once my tax situation gets cleared up, which I'm working on, I'll then be able to see how much money I'll be making and say maybe I could do some improvements to the streams later this year. I really want to get rid of this stupid couch I'm sitting on and get something better and maybe set up a green screen behind me, maybe even get a webcam upgrade, okay? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm feeling positive about this, and I hope you guys are as well, okay? So, good stuff coming up. Thank you for your support, everybody. And let's see if we can hit the tips goal today. All right? Outside of that, not much else really to talk about. The only thing I'll just forewarn everyone, if you live in the United States, things are pretty much falling apart at the seams. with everything going on right now, I don't want to get political or whatever, but just a forewarning to all of you. If you use the USPS, that's the United States Postal Service, very shortly it may not be working very well. Strong discussion of not really funding it properly moving forward for various reasons. I'm not going to get into them because they're political reasons. But, you know, I just forewarned my wife. This morning, I was like, if there's anything you need to get, like, right away through the mail, you might want to get it right away. Like, don't wait, because within a few weeks here, we may see the complete unraveling of the USPS where, you know, normally you take a letter and you would go and you would mail it, and within a week it would get to its destination. Well, if things happen the way that it's being discussed, you may be talking like you go to mail a letter and it takes like a month to get somewhere. Okay? In addition, there's a lot of people who are very dependent on things through the mail. Like, for example, mail order medications. Right now with the COVID-19 situation the way it is in the United States, there's people who don't want to go out or want to go out as little as possible. They don't want to go to a pharmacy or so whatever to get their medications, so they do mail order. Well, imagine now you order your medication and you wait a month and a half to 2 months for it to show up. Well, I'm pretty sure your medication you probably ran out by then. See what I'm saying? So I'm just forewarning all any of you who live in the United States, at least from what I'm seeing being discussed in the news. The Postal Service is falling apart and needs funding, and basically the U.S. government is not doing a good job and is not basically coming to any kind of an agreement on this, and there's threats that it will not be funded and stuff. So I'm just warning you guys. It's not that it will go out of business. It's that it'll basically everything will be a nightmare to mail, and I know a lot of us are actually dependent on the mail. A lot of us maybe even might not realize how dependent we are on the mail until we won't have it. You see? So, just a forewarning to everyone here, if you live in the U.S. like me and you need something, you might want to try to get it sooner rather than later. In fact, I think I need to order something. Now I just thought about it. I was like, oh shit, I think I'm out of this. Oh crap. Okay. I'm probably going to order that today. Yeah, that would not be good. I should take my own advice, huh? Okay. Let's continue, everybody. Let's now get to shout-outs. For those of you who have contributed on the stream so far today. Here we go. All the way down here. Alright, so just before the stream went live, Golden Colts cheered and asked the following. Okay? Hold on. Sorry. Oh, I felt that one coming. Oh, nothing like a good yawn and a stretch to get the juices flowing. Okay, so Eternal Napalm cheered before the stream turned on, and he asked the following question. If a person has stopped bathing, would they keep smelling worse and worse? Or after a certain amount of time, would they level off at maximum musk? A question for the ages. Well, there's a few things we could do to answer this question. The first is, think about wild animals. Wild animals do not bathe, most of them. They just let themselves have that funk, that aroma. And do wild animals continuously get worse and worse stink? The answer is probably not. Probably at one point they reach a natural balanced level where the bacteria on their body smell a certain level and are going to continue to smell at said level. And that's where it kind of balances out. Okay? So, I think the answer here is no, there would be a level. But if we really want an answer, alright, a definitive answer, we have to ask Mature Adult with biz degree, because he's always constantly here talking about how the dumps he takes and how he has issues with his bowels and all kinds of stuff. I would sure that guy stinks to high heaven. So we've got to ask him when next time we see him in the chat, what happens with his body, because he doesn't shower frequently and he's constantly taking these giant diarrhea dumps. So we have to ask him about it next time we see. In fact, I will. I'll make a note here. Ask Mature Adult about what level of stench he's achieved. We'll find out. Okay, so as the stream turned on today, Life's for Soul was the first cheerer, and he said something incredibly stupid that I'm not going to read because it's incredibly stupid, but it is a 100-bit cheer. It is the first cheer of the day. So let's go ahead and get that up on the leaderboard. All right. Lunaba gifted 5 subscriptions to the chat. So congratulations to the following 5 people. Necro13, Minabit Milk, Toby Kato, Skyn Mage, and Marlins Manny. Let's actually see now. Other people have subbed as well, but let's take a look here. We are up to 807 subscriptions, guys. So thank you. You know, I just started updating everything, and it looks like we did a pretty big jump this morning. You know what, though? Hold on a second. I probably shouldn't even say that, because you know what I noticed recently? Is that the sub count is screwed up with the sub count command. I have to double check on Twitch. Hold on a second here. Yeah, I knew it. Guys, I don't know what's going on with the sub count command. It's wrong. We're at 802 subs. I just checked on my Twitch dashboard. We're at 802 subscriptions. I don't know why the sub count command has been off recently, but it is. So sorry, guys. We're at 802. I'm sorry that it overcounted. I don't know why the sub count is doing that. But I go to my Twitch dashboard and refresh, says we're at 802. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Twitch. I'm not going with this third-party program thing. Okay? So, we're 802 subs. 23 to go to hit the goal for the month and allow us to do a fun marathon come September. Okay? So thank you, Lunabot. Wow, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That's much appreciated. Thanks for the support today. Only Iced Coffee did a 100-bit cheer and says, not going to lie, Phil, Ghosts hasn't really been my thing. But you don't see me in chat bitching and complaining about it. The only reason I'm saying this is because I've seen people in stream chat talking shit about it. They should just do what I do, shut up about it, and don't complain in the game, because I'm a variety streamer, and not everyone's going to like every game you play. And that's absolutely correct. Listen, you absolutely have the right. You want to come to my stream and be like, man, Phil's playing Ghost of Tsushima today. Man, this playthrough really hasn't been too fun for me, so, I'm going to tap out. I'll be back later tonight or whatever. That's fine. But purposely sitting here, okay, and just complaining, saying, I don't like this game's boring, no one's talking, why is he playing this, I don't like this, wah, 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 wah. That's stupid, And sadly, there are a few people who are like that, where they feel committed to being on every one of my streams, but they don't have enough self-control or self-awareness to realize that acting like that is detrimental to the overall stream. There are people who have come to every Ghost of Tsushima stream and really enjoy the game. I'm one of them. I love this game. I told you, this is absolutely one of my favorite games of the year. It's going to be in my Game of the Year countdown for sure. And I can't wait to see how it ends. Today, we're going to do the remaining side content, and then we got the story conclusion. I'm really excited to see how this game wraps up. I don't want that spoiled or ruined by a small handful of people who want to sit here and say, I don't like the game, I don't like the game, I don't like the game, I don't like the game. Okay, well, guess what? We get it. You voice your concern, move on. Come back later. Later tonight, I'm doing Street Fighter. Tomorrow, Nier Automata and Paper Mario. There's Fire Emblem coming up this week. There's more Fall Guys next week. There's a lot of variety coming up. So why are you sitting here on the one stream I'm playing you don't like, complaining? Right? It would be one thing if I were just a Call of Duty player and all I did was play Call of Duty and you sat here and said, man, I really hate Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare sucks. It's unbalanced. Look at these issues. That's not the case. I'm not a one-trick pony. I'm not a one-game guy. You can easily come back later. All right? So you got no one to blame but yourself if that's the problem. Okay? Fair enough? Is all right? Is okay? Okay. Zenith tipped me $2.25 to get the tipping started for today. Thank you very much to Zenith. Let's get Zenith up on the leaderboard as the first tipper. Shit. There we go. Thank you very much, Zenith. The Maniac Cop 81 cheered and said, have a good stream, man. F the haters. Thank you very much, Maniac Cop. Appreciate that. Kaneki tipped me $1.25 and says, Ghost of Tsushima looks on track to be Game of the Year or a big contender. I agree. For me, this definitely is the best game this year so far. By far, it's the best game I've played in 2020. Now, keep in mind, we got a lot of games coming up. We've got, just to give you some examples, hold on, because I want to give some perspective here, okay? So, games that I'll definitely be playing in the next few months. Well, okay, I may play Avengers, but I'm not sure. Tony Hawk Collection, the expansion of The Outer Worlds, which is called Peril on Gorgon, WWE 2K Battlegrounds, The Mafia Remake, Crash Bandicoot 4, Star Wars Squadrons, Watch Dogs Legion, right? The Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope, Yakuza 7, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Cyberpunk 2077. Now, those are just games with release dates. We've got a bunch of other games that are likely going to be coming out with the launch of the next-gen consoles, including Spider-Man Miles Morales. What's the name of that game on Xbox? The horror Medium. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, one game that we absolutely cannot forget about, Bug Snacks. So we've got a lot of stuff coming out between now and the end of the year that maybe could be pretty good, and maybe it will give Ghost of Tsushima a run for its money. I don't know. But we'll find out, right? We got a crazy few months. September, October, and November are going to be absolutely non-stop, insane new release gaming months. So I hope wow, excuse me. I hope you guys are ready. I hope so. Okay? Talking about Bug Snacks. Guys, you know who I miss? Hungan. I really miss Hungan. It's been like weeks since we talked about Hungan, and I really miss the guy. He was just a cool, just a cool personality. He really brightened up our day for a few weeks there. And now Hungan's not a part of our lives anymore, and I feel a big pit of emptiness in me. I'm really sorry, guys, but maybe Hungan will return at some point. Anyway, Golden Colts cheered, and he said, play Max Payne 2. Well, Golden Colts, it was 4th place in the Viewer's Choice poll, but sadly, it would be Batman Arkham City before we play Max Payne 2. Xbox One is garbage tipped me $1.30 and says, these Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War teasers are so dumb. They're going to have more teasers and Easter eggs the next 5 days before we'll finally see a damn trailer. I think this might be the first year Call of Duty is delayed. I wonder, because you would think that they would have definitively said something about the game by now if it's coming out in like October. So I don't know what's going on with Call of Duty this year. I think a lot of people are in the same boat. We're all speculating, what's really going on. I guess we're going to find out soon, though. Lives Were Sold at 100-bit cheers at the Martha scene in Batman vs. Superman humanized Superman in a perspective of Batman, because what he knows of him is the entire destruction of Metropolis. All right, sounds good. Metalhead, I don't know what that had anything. Metalhead 2177 resale for 31 months. Thank you very, very much, Metalhead, for the support. Lives Were Sold in another 100-bit cheer. He said Superman is technically the villain, but Batman's obsession to kill Superman turns him into the moral villain at the end. Then he cheered again. He says, now Lex Luthor Jr., how he's manipulated Superman using his mother at random to hunt Batman. Superman didn't want to and tries to make peace with Batman during the time it's 100 held Batman on the hunt for Superman. And then he cheered again. He said, this is Wharton Batman after the loss of Robin and maybe even the broken relationship with his son. And, of course, he finally snapped. What the... What? We're talking about Hunga. What are you talking about, man? Okay. Rob on Wheels just tipped me $5, the biggest tip of the day. Thank you, Rob on Wheels. Let's get you on the leaderboard and then see what you have to say this morning. Welcome to the stream. Okay. We're up to $9 in tips so far this morning. So Rob on Wheels says, like me, I know you don't watch much mainstream television. Actually, I watch none now. I literally watch no TV. I wonder if you've seen the Bel Air trailer. To me, it looks intriguing. I hope someone picks it up and greenlights it. For them to understand what they want to do, if you can believe it. They want to reboot The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, not as a sitcom from the 90s, but as a drama show. I'm not sure who had this idea. Of all the things to reboot, I would have rebooted Alf, maybe. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air as a drama. I don't know about this. But I guess we'll see what happens. I know Will Smith is involved, and he might even act in it, which of course will give it star clout and a push. But I guess we'll find out. All right. Thank you for the tip. Algata Ripple resubscribed for 8 months and we back. Thank you, Algata Ripple, for continuing the sub. I appreciate the ongoing support. Cousins Ven cheers. Is you guys ready for an exciting stream? Phil yawns. Yes, I am ready. The Last Rambo cheers. As feedback, I'd like to suggest you play Tell Me Why and Battletoads rather than replaying an old game. Okay, there's his feedback. Thank you, Last Rambo. I think I am going to play Tell Me Why no matter what. But I don't know about the others. I don't know about Samurai Jack, Battletoads, and the Control DLC are up in the air for me. Eternal Napalm Cheater says, become as gods. All right, tomorrow we will become as gods as we continue on with Nier Automata. Alexander Rossi has cheered. He says, Tony Hawk Remaster had a demo release today, and the feedback from gamers has been universal acclaim. It captures the feel of the old games while also being modernized for 2020. Safe to say it'll be a hit if you play it. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. I've decided 100% definitive yes. I'm just not going to use the music. I have to mute the music. I know people will be pissed off, freaking out, smashing their keyboards, and throwing their mobile devices out the window and at walls because there's no music playing, but I have to do it without music so that way I don't get shut down here on Twitch or on YouTube. But I'm going to play it. I want to play it. Okay? What we can do is you guys tell me what music's in it, and then I'll sing the songs. So if it's like, you know, some late 90s or early 2000s music, I'll try to reenact the music. Okay? There you go. Hungan! Hungan just took me $4.20. We have a Hungan sighting, everyone. Thank you, Hungan. I missed you, Hungan. You've been one of my favorite characters of 2020. And making a surprise appearance to the stream. Thank you for this contribution. I'll get a ripper did 100-bit cheers. So what's your thoughts on the men's red pill movement? I have no idea what you just said. I don't even know what that means. All right. Let us now give shout-outs to the top contributors of the week. We start off with the top cheers of the week. A tie for 9th place between Yoshino Lover and Golden Colts. Spartan King is in 8th. Eternal Napalm's in 7th. Timbo Slice is in 6th. Sleepyisa is in 5th. Only Iced Coffee's in 4th. Mature Adult, we have to ask about his body musk later when he shows up, is in 3rd. Lies of Her Soul's in 2nd. And Shadow the Hedgehog is in 1st place. Thank you to the following people who have gifted subscriptions to the channel this week to help support. We got Spartan King, El Nice Gaio, and Gorilla X Pemp, who each gifted a single sub, excuse me. Lunaba gifted 7 subscriptions to the channel. Thank you so much, Lunaba. And Only Iced Coffee gifted 22 subs to the channel. Thank you very much for that. Spartan King just cheers. I started Horizon Zero Dawn yesterday. I'm already hooked. Can't wait to play more. Sounds good. I hope you enjoyed the game. I liked it. I didn't like it as much as others, but I still really liked it. And I think the plot is really the shining light of the game. Although a lot of people like the graphics and the gameplay, I thought the plot was great. So, enjoy. Alright, guys, here's the deal. It's time for a quick break. I gotta use the bathroom. So, I'm gonna go grab the toilet. I'm going to fill it. And then I'm going to flush it. I don't know why I give you so much detail. And you guys chill. Grab a drink, grab a snack, maybe use the bathroom yourselves. And I'll be back in a few. Alright? With the end game side content session of Ghost of Tsushima. I'll be back shortly. Thank you guys. See you in a few.